Everybody, 6:30 a.m. right now on this Monday. It's April 28th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adelle Caballero is here looking at a mess right now on the FDR Drive. Yeah. Marie LaRosa checking on the weather. At least that's not making everything worse.
No, that's definitely not a factor. Maybe some sun glare, right? Because it is so bright out there already. And just a beautiful view, the visibility for miles as we look across Midtown to Lower Manhattan. You can see Staten Island. You got Jersey in view as well. So off to a good start at straight up 6:30. Right now, we're at 51 degrees at Central Park. Still a chilly 35 in Poughkeepsie, Sussex and Belvedere, as well as Monticello in the 30s. So grab that light jacket. 51 in Islip in the 40s right now in Belmar. One thing we don't have from yesterday, the very gusty winds. Those have really eased up. So just a nice cool breeze here out of the northwest from time to time. So you can see the plaza nice and quiet. I'm sure that'll be busy later with everyone trying to grab lunch outside. For good reason. There's 71 degrees at 1 o'clock and tons of sunshine. It'll be really nice. 75 the high today, and you can see fair skies. Temps still in the mid and upper 60s even after the sun goes down, and then clear skies heading into the 50s once again overnight. All right, 6:31. It is a tough go out there. Adele, what's the latest?
Yeah, it's a really tough go, especially on the FDR Drive right now. But we do have some good news here. Southbound side, that crash by 96th Street, it is in the process of wrapping up. Just keep in mind, we are still watching that accident by the RFK Bridge. We do have Chopper 4 live giving us a closer look onto this crash by 96th Street. You can see the car is already loaded on the tow truck. Unfortunately, 2 lanes still remain closed off here, and delays, major backups heading all the way back past the 140s. We will keep you posted on this. Northbound side, not in great shape either. We have that accident by 71st Street. That's taking out a couple lanes there as well, with delays heading back through the 30s. And if you are heading into Queens, Van Wyck Expressway, still watching police department activity southbound by exit 8 for Main Street. Darlene, back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Adele. 6:32 now. Well, now to that 39 right now. Marie LaRosa is looking at the school day forecast. Here we go. It should be a nice day to get everybody outside. Nice at the bus stop right already. Temperatures are in the 50s, so maybe a light jacket if they feel the need, because by recess, those will be off with all that sunshine. Closing in on 70 at that point, into the mid-70s for after-school activities. Now, tomorrow evening, I'm tracking some storms, so I'll talk about the timing of that and the impacts in the 10-day.
Thank you, Maria. Also ahead, protecting the planet. Our drive, we are still watching this crash here on the northbound side by 71st Street. We're going to head outside right now to Chopper 4, giving us a closer look onto that. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to let you know how far back those delays are going and give you an update on the crashes on the southbound side. Darlene, Michael.
Thank you so much, Adele. And you can now watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream News 4. We'll be back. For a cleaner, greener earth is driving a mom and her $1 million idea.
Today New York's Tracy Strand shows us why it's just a drop in the bucket, or in this case, in the bottle, for this mom who means business. Story.
It's incredible.
And our Maria LaRosa is a fan of these products and advocates for them.
I knew it.
I do. I've been using them for years. Yeah. And, you know, I think when you do those switchovers, right, it's a lot easier than you think.
Yeah.
So it's worth it. It's worth it. Yeah. And the reusable glass bottles, all of it, I'm a big fan of for sure. Because look, this is what you want to protect our beautiful scenery here, those beautiful trees. It's like almost so you can see the pollen, right? Everything is busting out. We've had some of that rainfall and now some sunshine and the warmth, and more of that coming today. The sunshine. Then I have a few more storms on the way as early as tomorrow night, but not for everybody. So I'm going to break it down. And then that next storm chance later in the week for everybody. So enjoy this morning. Really nice. 51 degrees. The winds have eased up, so we don't have that from yesterday, and we don't expect it for the rest of the day. And it's out of the northwest. So if even from Amityville, Patchogue, looking at temperatures in the low 70s, 76 from New City, Newburgh, Warwick at 74. Clifton, you'll end up at 76 today. So will Jackson, Old Bridge, pretty close to that. It's a little bit cooler for LBI from Long Beach, right about 63 degrees. We'll hit 75 in the city. But remember, all that sunshine, you want that sunscreen. Now, tomorrow we get some clouds back, and then by later tomorrow night, some of that rainfall. Not looking at exceptionally heavy rainfall, but it may be heavy at times as this comes on through. So let me show you that, the hour-by-hour forecast by 7 p.m. So again, most of the day is pretty quiet, mild. And then those showers and thunderstorms, Pike, Sullivan, Ulster County into Orange County, that's the best chance to get that thunder in there, maybe some producing some hail. but watch how quickly it sort of dissipates, loses its punch. So not everyone will get in on some of these showers. A better chance heading into the later part of the week. But it's coming with the front. So by Wednesday into Thursday, we do take a little bit of a dip. Temperatures from the 70s to 60s, but we're right back to the 70s by Thursday. All right, 75, I should say Friday. By today, this afternoon, 75 degrees and tons of sunshine. By tonight, clear skies down to 55 degrees. More clouds as the day progresses tomorrow, up to 79 in those southwest winds, 5 to 15 miles per hour. So by Thursday and Friday, that's the next bigger system. More widespread rainfall chances up into the upper 70s. Should be out early on Saturday. So crossing fingers for 2 weekend days that look pretty nice. All right, 6:48 right now. Adele, what's going on?
We've got a couple updates here. Let's start things off first, though, on the FDR Drive, technically Harlem River Drive, southbound by the RFK Bridge. We are still watching this crash taking out a lane. Delays still going back to about 140th Street. The good news is that earlier crash over by 96th Street, that's completely cleared out. And on the northbound side, this accident by 71st Street, we've got a live lookout there from Chopper 4. If we can see right there, you can see it is still partially blocking one lane, but delays are still holding a steady here, going all the way back through the 30. So again, this is going to be one of those areas you're going to want to avoid. Local roadways at this point would be your best bet, but you are going to need some extra time. If you are heading into Queens Van Wyck Expressway southbound by exit 8 from Main Street, still seeing one lane closed off for police department activity. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much.
Morning, everybody. Thank you for streaming with us. It is Monday, April 28th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero is here watching several commuter alerts already on a Monday morning. And Storm Before's Maria LaRosa here with a look at today's forecast. How's it looking there, Maria?
It looks great. Wall-to-wall sunshine and temperatures in the 70s. Again, low humidity. It's all the good things that keep us looking forward to the rest of spring. So we'll see how long we can hang on to it. A little bit longer. That's the short answer, right? With big, sprawling high pressure showing no rain, no clouds in our immediate future. So it's more sunshine. We also lose the incredible gusty winds like we had yesterday, just light out of the northwest right now. So that's just going to keep supplying that nice, comfortable, dry air. So starting off with some sun, going to end up with some sun for the afternoon. In fact, by 1 o'clock, already 70 plus degrees, headed up to about 75. A beautiful evening ahead as well. So even after the sun goes down, you can see through 10 o'clock, still in the low to mid 60s with those light winds, and we'll stay clear and dry heading into tonight with temperatures by tomorrow morning back in the 50s. All right, it has been a tough go for so many commuters. Adele, what's going on?
Yeah, unfortunately, really not letting up out there. Good morning to everyone streaming with us. If you are tuning in later in the day, keep in mind right now that this is something that's going on right now. Outer Bridge crossing heading into Staten Island. You've got a couple lanes closed off here for debris spill. It is causing major backups here, trickling all the way back into New Jersey. We will keep you posted on this. Now, look ahead here throughout the day. Just keep in mind Jersey Avenue in Hudson County will remain shut down until next month from 18th Street out to Newark Street, not Newark Avenue, Newark Street, but this will have an impact if you're trying to head into the tunnels. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you, Adele. And we do have breaking news this
Right now, let's check in with Maria and see how that's turning out.
Yeah, turning out great. We have a clear sky, so tons of sunshine from Passaic, Hoboken, Mount Vernon, Long Beach to Westport, starting off in the low 50s. You can see we're going to end up in the low to mid 70s and dry. Until we get to tomorrow evening, even some strong to severe thunderstorms possible. So I'm going to break down the timing and the impacts coming up in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Also,
Heading out to the rails right now, your 4, 5, 6, and R trains. You've got service changes and delays. Expect to see track work throughout the day as well coming up. We're going to let you know what your commute around town is also going to look like throughout the day. Let's take a live look outside right now, though, onto the Gowanus Expressway through Industry City. You're watching Today in New York.
Just have a successful business, but what you feel you're doing for the environment and for the children.
for the children, absolutely. And we have somebody here who actually uses those,
That's
those
right.
products. You say they're wonderful.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of, trying to avoid the plastic and the chemicals too. Yeah, I love that because this is what's at stake, right? Our beautiful clean air and our beautiful ocean right now. The view from Coney Island is a pretty one. We've got all of that sunshine. So plan on a beauty. One thing you don't have to plan on, holding on to that hat with the gusty winds because we've lost that 40, 50 mile per hour gust yesterday all day. Now just a light northwest breeze. And that's going to make lunchtime pleasant. We've got 71 degrees by 1 o'clock. Again, wall to wall sunshine up to 75 today. And you still see, even after the sun goes down, a nice evening, clear skies by 9 p.m., 64 degrees. I am tracking a slight chance for some showers here, even some thunder tomorrow evening. So we're going to keep an eye on this to the north and west, especially northwestern New Jersey, parts of the Hudson Valley. And in fact, the Storm Prediction Center saying, yeah, the ingredients are in place. Some, not just with the heavy rainfall, but there may be some hail associated with them. So that'll be the time frame to watch tomorrow evening. The hour-by-hour forecast showing that 6, 7 p.m., Pike, Sullivan, Ulster County, even into Sussex and Orange County. If this holds together through about 9 o'clock, once we get past that, it kind of dissipates. It loses a little bit of its punch. So not everywhere we'll see those showers. Now, this is coming with a boundary that's going to cross over. By the time we get to Wednesday and Thursday, that's when we'll feel it. So we'll go from the 70s to the 60s on Thursday, but it's brief because Friday's going to be another warm one, and that's actually our next chance to see some stormy weather. So in the meantime, enjoy today. Picture perfect, 75 degrees, low humidity, all of that sunshine. Sunset, by the way, at 7:49, 55 degrees overnight under mainly clear skies, and we're going to get pretty close to 80 degrees before those clouds and some of those showers start to move in, and those southwest winds start to get a little breezy again, 5 to 15 miles per hour. So feeling like summer tomorrow, still lovely here on Wednesday when that front crosses through, knocks us down just a bit for May into the mid 60s on Thursday. Then by Friday, stormy weather should be out fairly early on Saturday. So I think Saturday and Sunday, for once, I think we get a full weekend as it looks right now in the forecast. All right, let's get an update on it's been a pretty tough morning commute, Adele.
Yes, rails and roads. Let's get things started here with our rails. Just want to give you a couple of reminders here. Northeast Corridor, you are going to see adjusted schedules out of Secaucus Junction starting today, and also starting today, Raritan Valley Line. Expect to see up to 15-minute delays because of necessary track work. This will be running from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. until next month. And PATH trains heading out the door right now, Newark to World Trade Center. You've also got some slowdowns hitting the roads right now. Outer Bridge crossing Staten Island bound. You've got one lane closed off here for a debris spill. Expect to see heavy backups across the span trickling back into New Jersey. Alternate side is also in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thanks.
Right now, we digress. It's lovely. We've got 51 at Central Park, 43 in White Plains, Poughkeepsie, Monticello, Sussex, and California now into the 30s with 51 in Islip. But the winds have really calmed down, so not too much of that going on. I think a light jacket is sufficient. Think layers. It's another warm, sunny afternoon ahead. By 10 a.m. already 63 degrees. We've got about 70 by noontime, headed up to 75. But you can see all sun icons. No rain chance today. By 6 p.m. we'll still be in the low 70s, so enjoy that for sure. Coming up on 6:01 on the nose right now. Adele, what are you keeping an eye on?
We've got a lot going on right now. Let's start things off here on the FDR Drive. We've got a couple of crashes. One right by the RFK Bridge, but a more serious one here a little further south by exit 14 for 96th Street. We've actually got Chopper 4 here live over the scene, giving us a closer look onto that. You can see it's a multi-vehicle crash. Police are on the scene. You've got 2 lanes closed off here and delays at this point going all the way back to about 140th Street. You can see traffic at a standstill there. So this is obviously going to be an area you're going to want to avoid. Right now, local roadways are moving along, but again, you are going to need lots of extra time through there. We will keep you posted on this. If you are heading onto the Verrazano Bridge, we were watching a crash on the lower deck heading into Staten Island. It looks like that's just cleared out, but we do have ongoing police department activity on the Van Wyck southbound heading into exit 8 for Main Street. Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much. We want to get to that breaking news.